thought my life would take such a dramatic turn at 38, after years of believing I was firmly straight, married to a decent man, raising 2 kids, and living what everyone called a normal suburban existence. It all started during a weekend getaway with my old college friends, Sophia and Alina, 2 confident, openly lesbian women who had always been part of my circle, but never more than that in my mind. We booked a luxurious cabin in the mountains for a girls' trip to unwind, drink wine, and catch up on lost time, away from husbands, kids, and responsibilities. From the moment we arrived, the air felt charged with something different. Sophia, with her dark, wavy hair and piercing green eyes, always teasing with that sultry smile, and Elena with her athletic build, short blonde hair, and a laugh that could make anyone feel at ease. That first evening, as we sat by the fireplace sipping red wine, the conversation turned personal. Stories of past lovers, heartbreaks, and desires we'd never shared before. I opened up about feeling stuck in my marriage, how the spark had faded long ago, and how I sometimes wondered what I was missing. They listened intently, their eyes lingering on me a bit longer than usual, and Sophia reached over to tuck a strand of hair behind my ear, her touch sending an unexpected shiver down my spine. As the night deepened, the wine flowed freely, and Elena suggested we play a silly truth or dare game to loosen up. I laughed it off at first, but agreed, thinking it would be harmless fun. The dares started innocent, a silly dance, confessing embarrassing secrets, but gradually shifted. Sophia dared me to let her give me a shoulder massage, claiming I looked tense, and as her strong hands worked into my muscles, Elena joined in, her fingers tracing lightly down my arms. Their touches were electric, warm and intentional, awakening sensations I'd buried deep inside. I felt my cheeks flush, my heart racing, but I didn't pull away. Instead, a curiosity I'd never acknowledged began to stir. When Elena leaned in to whisper how beautiful I looked relaxed, her breath hot against my neck, and Sophia's lips brushed my ear in agreement, I realized this wasn't just friendly comfort anymore. They sensed my hesitation, but also my growing arousal, and with gentle encouragement, they guided me to the plush rug in front of the fire. Clothes came off slowly, revealing their toned bodies that I'd admired platonically before, but now saw in a new, desiring light. Sophia kissed me first, soft and exploratory, her tongue teasing mine while Elena watched with hungry eyes, then joined, her hands cupping my breasts, thumbs circling my hardening nipples in ways no man had ever done so intuitively. The dual attention overwhelmed me in the best way, their mouths and hands everywhere, exploring, tasting, making me gasp and arch into them. As they took turns pleasuring me orally, one holding me steady while the other delved deep with expert precision, waves of pleasure built unlike anything I'd experienced, shattering my preconceptions and flooding me with ecstasy that left me trembling and crying out their names. In that moment of surrender, as they brought me to my first orgasm with women, I knew my lesbian era had truly begun, the seduction unlocking a part of me that had been waiting all these years. The morning after that intense night, I woke up tangled in sheets between Sophia and Elena, their naked bodies pressed against mine, and instead of regret or confusion, I felt an exhilarating sense of freedom and desire pulsing through me. We spent the day lounging in the cabin, talking openly about what happened, and they shared their own stories of discovering their sexuality, assuring me that this awakening was natural, beautiful, and mine to embrace at my own pace. But the pull was too strong to ignore. By afternoon, as we hiked a secluded trail and stopped at a hidden waterfall, the seduction continued seamlessly. Elena pulled me into a deep kiss under the cascading water, her hands roaming freely while Sophia watched from the rocks, smiling wickedly before joining us, stripping down and turning it into a playful yet passionate threesome amid nature's roar. Their confidence was intoxicating. They knew exactly how to touch a woman, how to build anticipation with lingering caresses, whispered compliments, and synchronized movements that made me feel worshipped and desired beyond words. Back at the cabin that evening, we explored further, introducing toys they'd packed just in case, showing me pleasures like scissoring, where our bodies ground together in perfect rhythm, slick and heated, or using vibrators on each other while I watched and then participated, learning to give as much as receive. Each climax felt deeper, more emotional, connecting us on a level that transcended physicality. Tears came not from shame, but from the overwhelming joy of finally feeling truly seen and satisfied. As the weekend ended and I returned home, the changes were profound. I ended my marriage amicably soon after, explaining I needed to discover myself, and began dating women openly, starting with Sophia and Elena, who became my guides and lovers in this new chapter. My lesbian era flourished from there, filled with dates, explorations, and relationships that brought authenticity and passion I'd never known. Looking back, that seduction by two incredible women wasn't just a fleeting encounter, it was the catalyst that reshaped my entire life, proving it's never too late to awaken to your true desires and live unapologetically as who you are meant to be. Years later, I still cherish those memories, grateful for the gentle yet irresistible way they drew me into this vibrant world of women loving women.